Barricade Garage is a member of Timcast. Yeah. What is what is a better option for a truck, diesel or gas? Man, diesel. If you're gonna haul, diesel. If you want a truck just to make like quick runs to the Home Depot and get some lumber, and you get a little gasser. But if you're gonna be hauling vehicles up and down the interstate, man, go get a diesel. It don't make. I need a new. It don't make no sense for you to go out and get a gas pickup truck if you won't be hauling vehicles up and down the interstate. Like if you just gonna be hauling bags of kitty litter, then yeah, go get you a little gasser. Is Earth a supersonic? Is Earth a spinning supersonic rock with a pressurized atmosphere adjacent to a vacuum sans physical barrier? Look, y'all nerding out on me already. I'm not a fucking nerd, so I wouldn't know that. Fucking nerd.
Is Earth a super spinning, super psionic in the ionosphere, supersonic atmosphere spinning adjacent to the, what we call a black hole with no light can escape in?
Nigga, do I look like I know the answer to that? Fucking nerd. I'm a nerd too. I'm a different kind of nerd. You see, I named this live stream after one of Raditz finishing moves, Double Sunday. Yeah, he hit Piccolo and Goku with that move. Yeah, so I'm a nerd too. I just don't be doing all that extra shit. Y'all scientific nerds. Quit asking the tough questions. Barricade doesn't even know what poop's made out of. I don't. Yeah, I have an 03 Chevy 2500 gas, 6-liter, works fine. Moving mowing trailers around, pretty reliable, has 320,000 miles. Yeah, for the heavy lifting and heavy hauling and towing, yeah, man, you're gonna need a diesel. People think I'm bullshit. A diesel is a lot more efficient on gas. On gas, like people see diesel price, they like, ooh, that's too much. But when you pulling like 6 vehicles behind you, that diesel that you got gonna go a lot further than the gas counterpart doing the same thing. If you try pulling all that weight with a gasser, you're gonna be stopping at every fucking gas station. You're gonna be hitting every gas station on your way to your destination. If you just need a truck to haul around your lumber, get a Toyota Corolla. I've seen Mexicans pull up to the job site in a little Toyota Corolla. A little I seen the dude who banged out the fence over there. He pulled up in a Scion, a little hatchback. I said, damn. Porque la falta, no. That nigga was ready. He was shoving the fence pole in the ground. I said, damn, where the hell he getting all that material from? He was pulling that shit out of hatchback. I think the Ford F-150 is a great truck. I mean, as much as I like the shit on Fords, I mean, the Ford, it is the #1 pickup truck in America, you know, so like my opinion doesn't fucking matter. I mean, people keep buying the shit. I mean, they have their problems. Everything has their problems, though. I just like the shit on Fords. Is Freedom Inc. in here? Yeah, I just like the shit on Fords and Ford drivers. That's all. But to be honest, every truck, all of it's a piece of shit. It's all you're gonna need a repair one day, and you're just gonna be like, damn, I should have got this. I should have went and got the Ram. You're gonna have a Ram and need a repair and be like, damn, I should have went and got that Chevy. You're gonna have a Chevy and need a repair like, I should have got the Ford. You're gonna have a Ford and need a repair, and your homie's gonna say, man, you should have went and got the Chevy. So I've seen Mexicans pull up to job sites with bikes with trailers welded on the back. Bro, they'll bro, Mexicans will pull up to the job site on a Segway. Nigga, nothing but a helmet and a whole bunch of material. Got a basket on the back, mortar in there. They got everything here. But hey, Mrs. George. Mrs. George. ¿Por qué la falta? Be like, man, what in the hell? Those are Amy's cousins. Man, y'all stop talking about Owen Benjamin White. That ain't right. I left that shit in the past. Shout out to Amy. I heard through the grapevine she watches all my live streams. I done called him a dandruff demon. That nigga Owen Benjamin done went out and cut all his hair off. Hey love, do I have dandruff? I said, a little bit. We'll cut it off. That nigga came out the next day looking like a shaved chicken. I said, damn, these was just jokes. He done shaved all that shit off. I do not have dandruff. The next day, that nigga come out looking like Colin Farrell in that Daredevil movie. I cut my hair. That nigga done cut the beard and everything. That nigga came out the next day looking like a homosexual leprechaun. I cut everything. Barricade Garage called me a dandruff demon. I cut my hair. I said Owen Benjamin was built like balled up homework paper. The next day that nigga out there he running. I am not. What is balled up homework paper? I'm going running right now. No. It was like, goodness gracious. He took this shit to heart. That nigga making life decisions based on my jokes. Who? Man, I just opened up the live stream. I ain't even asked for final questions yet, and y'all niggas hitting me with flat earth science, small block Chevy science. LBG, which brand is more heavy duty? Husqvarna or Rink? Oh goodness. What for? Why for? It's why for. Obviously why for. My lord, if it pleases the courts, I would like to ask why for. I am Ushwitz, son of Ushwitz, Earl of Bebenbar. I am Ragnar, son of Ragnar, Earl of Kattegat. Earl of Bebenbar. Those niggas was slick. I like how back in those days, they would announce their father in accordance to the book of Numbers, chapter 1, verse. I'm not doing it. But they would announce their father, like they knew they were after the house of their father. So they would announce their father first and say, they would say, I am so-and-so, son of so-and-so, with the title that their father had. Like if he was a blacksmith, if he was an earl, if he was a warrior, if he was a pirate, didn't fucking matter. Like people, they will walk up to you and state that shit. Like they was like, yo, who? They're like they used to gangbang that shit. They be like, yo, where you from, cuz? I'm Ushwitz, son of Ushwitz, Earl of Bebenbar. You be like, all right, cuz, spit that shit, nigga. What's up, nigga? Come on. Nigga, they spit their whole lineage real quick. You be like, all right. I got 2 more diesel or gas truck. I opened up with that. It depends on what you're gonna do with it. Yeah. I am Gregory of York. Be like, yeah, let them pass. Yeah, that's how they used to do. They spit everything. Where they from and who they dad was. Eight-wheelers going hard on Sunday. Yeah, they out there hitting the Jake break. You ever heard dreadlocks are called that because they put dread in the people that seen them? Nah, in Africa they don't wear dreads. Like they don't wear locks. So it's just a cultural, societal thing not to let your hair, grow. So I guess I forgot what exactly it was. I don't know if the Buffalo Soldiers or whenever Haile Selassie, who they was into it with, the French, the Italians. I can't. I'm like Lou. It's not really. I know, but I done forgot a lot of shit. But it was, you had some of his warriors. They refused to cut their hair until their emperor was returned to the throne. Like they was like, yeah, we not cutting our shit till the emperor returned to the throne, and then that was what was said to put fear in people's hearts, because those warriors were apparently with the shit, and they had dreadlocks. Yeah, it was like a warrior thing, but it wasn't like everybody didn't walk around like that. But they just call dreadlocks, huh? I mean, it do put dread in people, like, Some people just call them locks because they want to be politically correct and they want to appear like people like, oh, white people called them dreads at first, Because they didn't understand the culture. It wasn't even a culture thing. It was a promise thing. It was always until something was returned or you took an oath. It was never just for the sake of wearing dreads. Even Paul will tell you in script, I'm not even gonna bring up script. Yeah, but even Paul will tell you, is it not a shame that a man has long hair? Yeah, so it wasn't even a societal standard for men to just be walking around with long hair back then. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not. Yeah, I'm not gonna do the whole Bible. I'm not, because people freak out when I get into the Bible thing, and then I quote actual scriptures, and people, he thinks he knows what he's talking about. No, I don't. Then I gotta reiterate the fact I don't know shit. I'm just like a random nigga that you people happen to watch. He does it. And Earl of Bebbanburgh. I had to look that shit. I was like, where the fuck was Bebbanburgh? And they spoke like posh redneck. So you had to like pay attention when you was like, what? He was like, what the fuck? I'm bald as fuck. Jada was inspired. Shit, man, if you bald, you bald. If you don't have not a hair follicle on your head, some people they bald, it's the style. Like bald guys are in, apparently. I mean, from what I've seen, like what? Societal standards change. Like bald guys used to be made fun of, but now it's like bald guys are like, it's like seen as a sign of masculinity to be bald and have a full beard. Like that seems to be the thing now. So you'll have people who aren't bald shave their head and be bald. I got hair all over my head and back. I'm like a Yeti, or you're like an Armenian, or a Spanish person. They're hairy as fuck too for no reason. I mean, the fucking. What up, Anarchy Canada? What's up, Faith? What's up, Lil Anarchopoco? Lil Big Anarchopoco. Hey, motherfucker, what you ranking about guys who shake out heads? It's refreshing. You should try it. You talking about like the shake out heads? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the bald head thing is in style. I'm wiping my chest hair is nappy as fuck. And you got that taco meat on your shit. That shit look like taco meat. I am Uhtred, son of Uhtred, Earl of Bebbanburgh. It is be like, all right, let him. He good. Nah, he good. Yeah, he can pass. When BG gonna braid his dreads into a Hot Wheel track? I'm really not a hair person. Like I'm not into. I'm really not into it like that. Y'all asking me some. I don't know why it is hot in Spain. You should think that would be hairless. What's the truth about white people wearing locks? White people been wearing dreadlocks since before. And dreadlocks isn't home to a specific group of people. Dreadlocks is a style that will occur when you do not maintain your hair. It doesn't matter who you are, except for maybe Asian people. They shit is just extremely thin. Like you had, I mean, it's recorded in history. You had Scandinavians that had dreads. You had people whose beards were so long it would just be natty and lock up and intertwine. It just, I mean, it's just something that naturally happens. And people usually, when the societal standard frowns upon men having long hair, people usually have long hair because they've sworn an oath or they're trying to accomplish something. It's a societal thing. Like it's not even that deep. But nah, you a fool if you think, you know, that's just like everybody shit will lock up. Earl of Bebbanburg. Yeah, I was looking at a ton of things and watching some shitter shows and going back into history and looking at England. Man, England used to get it the fuck in. And then looking at I covered this for White History Month, but you know how people say Anglo-Saxon? It was like the Saxons was like they own little shit. Like I remember when the folk pulled up on the Brit, they was like, where you learn, the Danes, they were like, where you learn how to fight like that? He was like, man, ever since I was young, I was bred to kill Saxons. And we looking at the shit like, y'all niggas look alike. But it was a huge difference in them niggas. Them niggas was different as fuck. I don't know when they became Anglo-Saxon or however that whole shit happened. I was looking at English. When you look at English itself, English is like one of the most, like, cause we speak it, so we don't really think too deeply on it. But when you think about English, and then you go back and try to read like Middle English and Old English, you like, yo, well, it's like a different language. But you can see English evolves over time. Like English has never stayed a stationary language like some other languages have. I don't know if I'm even saying this shit right, but English, say 100 years from now, may be so different than what we speak now that it'll be seen as another language wrapped underneath the banner of being English. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know if what I said makes sense, but the shit is just, it's just constantly continuing. It's constantly growing. Like we got so many fucking words in English. Like other languages don't have, like Spanish, they don't have all these words for these things. Like English, it just like, it encompasses. That's why English is like so difficult to learn. Somebody said Ebonics. Every language has their sort of Ebonics or vulgar tongue that other people in the higher up on the chain would look down on those people speaking the same language, but be like, that's not how you really speak it. Like England and America. Like it doesn't, Ebonics or not, people in England will look at people in America and say they don't speak English, they speak American. Which to them is considered to be a different type of English. And then when you do get to America, as with England, you have different people speaking it in different ways. From the north to the south, the east to the west. People from different areas will take it and then run with it. It's like a franchise. It's like it's been franchise, and there's no way to stop it. There will never be such a thing as proper English. You'll have, because the lexicons keep growing, the encyclopedias keep growing with new words. Definitions are constantly changing for old words. Yeah, regional dialects, but and then too, when you add in the accents, certain words just become, you just like, damn, what are you talking about? Then you add certain type of slang, or so it's like, yeah, man, yeah. Like, then we'll have words that are said the same but spelled differently, and you got to use context clues to know what we mean when we say that specific word, which is something that foreigners have trouble picking up on, because they'll do things by the book, but by the book is not how it is in the field. It's just like, you can pay the money and go to automotive repair school, but that book knowledge isn't going to get you but so far out in the field. So when you come across people, say from Wisconsin, and you a foreigner, and you done took the test, you done got an A in English class, you still going to be mystified as to what people actually mean when they say certain things, because the context will change the definition of a word, even though it's set in stone in the dictionary. And then to further make that matter complicated, if that same person was to go down south, say to Georgia, and just tune into a conversation, they might be, they're like, damn, I'm gonna watch Red State. You say it's on Roku? Yeah, I'm gonna watch that. English has become Babylon. Well, you gotta keep in mind, Genesis 10:8 tells you who started Babylon, Nimrod. You can also go through various sources looking back into Babylon and what Babylon had to offer the world. They say Babylon is where we get our modern science and mathematics from. So just as much as you could say English has become Babylon, you could say the same thing about mathematics. You could say the same thing about science. You could say the same thing about various other systems that we have in place to help us understand how the world works around us. Babylon. When the Persian army took over Babylon, and that was the downfall of that nation, of that empire, they incorporated certain Babylonian traits within that empire. And the same thing happened when the Persian Empire fell to the Grecian Empire. The same thing happened when the Grecian Empire fell to the Roman Empire. The Assyrian Empire. No, the Assyrian Empire didn't end the Empire of Babylon. They took it over from the Hittites. Babylon was first. We know niggas had Babylon first, as I've said, Genesis 10:8. You can see it was started by Nimrod. Nimrod was a son of Cush, which is in Africa. So this nigga, who was seen as a giant hunter before the Lord, went out there to what is considered to be modern day Iraq and started a city, the likes of which the world has never known before. That city became an empire. Nimrod also started other little cities and stuff, but Babylon had a long run, and it wasn't always ran by the same people. You had the Amorites. They marched in and took over Babylon. They were still running the empire of Babylon. It was still an empire. Then you had the Hittites. They took Babylon from the Amorites. Then you had the Assyrians. The Assyrians had the longest run in the Babylonian Empire. The Assyrians were running the Babylonian Empire. And that's where you read in the book of King, you read about Nebuchadnezzar, his father, and towards the end of the Assyrian reign of Babylon. Like, they took it over. They didn't start a whole new empire. It just changed. It's like money. It changes owners, but it still exists. That currency still exists until something new comes along and knocks that out the equation. So that's what the Persian army did. That's why the hand that was on the wall, and he went and got Daniel to interpret, what the fuck do this say? And Daniel looked at him and said, this means that this will no longer be a kingdom, and you will fall to the Persians. And everybody laughed. And then the next day, the fucking Persian army came marching the fuck in, slaughtered everybody, and that was the end of the Babylonian Empire. But before that, it had changed owners many times, but it was still a Babylonian Empire. Then you come into a realm in which the Persian Empire is just cracking, just got shit cracking on the world. Like, the Persian Empire just got shit cracking on the known world at that time, from their perspective. And then you all know the Persian Empire, that whole empire fell to the Greeks. Like, the Greeks got shit cracking. And then when y'all read about the Grecian heroes from various parts of Greece, whatever, you know, the Spartan, all that other shit, King Alexander the Great, all that other, spreading it, going into Africa, spreading this shit there, influencing Hellenic culture in different countries, which is how you're supposed to do it, as far as having an empire is concerned. And you could see the Hellenic influence is strong, especially in northern Africa, which is why those folks are like cream colored up there. Because Alexander, the Grecian Empire, they was like, look, when we go to these lands, yeah, fuck all they women. Like, that was one of his battle tactics for his generals and his soldiers. When we conquer these lands, fuck they women and bring up the kids with Grecian values. And that's one of the most effective ways to extend your empire. And then you know what happened to the Roman Empire came in strong as fuck. The Roman Empire came in with, they just came out of nowhere flexing. Like, niggas was like, where the fuck did y'all even come from? Niggas didn't even know. All you heard was the story of Romulus and Remus being raised by a she-wolf when they was suckled. Like, the little she-wolf had a little nipple out, and you see these little babies, these twin babies, just being suckled by a fucking she-wolf. And they was like, really? And they was like, really? Now get down or lay down and kiss this golden eagle while you are down. And so, yeah, you had many different empires, but all the empires that came after Babylon, all the empires that came after the Babylonian Empire incorporated traits from the Babylonian Empire. They're still with us today. I just told him that. That's why I said suckled by a she-wolf. It wasn't a bear, it was a she-wolf. He said it was a bear. He don't, bro, you don't know what you're talking about. He said Romulus and Remus, they was suckled by a she-bear. It was a wolf. That bird subscribes to the Daily Wire. That's absolutely correct, folks. Yeah. BG got all the biblical addresses. Have you thought about transitioning your channel into a theology debate show? Why in the fuck would I do that? The minute I step outside my comedic facade to debate a nigga on theology, I am no longer a comedian. Therefore, I am open to scrutiny. Not only just scrutiny, but I am open to charges being placed on me, because some of these jokes can wind me back up in fucking prison. Fuck no. That is the ultimate liability shield. I am a fucking comedian. Don't you ever forget it. Would you just go on a theological debate? It's not even. Fuck no. Hell, then I'm gonna have to shift grip. I'm gonna have to be like, oh, hell no. I don't even get into theology like that. Like, you've never seen me sit here and go back and forth with somebody on theology to even think I would go the way of a theology debate channel. Never in the history of this channel have I just had a complete back and forth with somebody who believes different than I do, for people to just be like, you might as well debate somebody. I don't do that. People come on here, I'll say something, people will speak their piece, and then we move on. Like, I don't get stuck on that. That's not what I'm doing. Nor is that what I desire to do. I don't wanna be, But you're the only comedian who knows our pagan history. No, don't do that. No, don't do that. Who said that? Don't do that. I don't know y'all pagan history. I don't know y'all pagan history. The only thing I said was that one white boy was in the comment section. He was telling me how there's no blacks in Valhalla. All I said was, if Odin's father is supposed to be the All-Father, or he himself, then who created mankind? And if it wasn't the gods, then why do the pagans worship them if they are not the creator of all? If they are the creator of all, how come niggas are not welcome in Valhalla? How come a nigga is not welcome in Valhalla to have a seat at the God's table and drink ale from curved horns if that nigga died in battle faithful to the gods? How come the Valkyries won't carry that nigga up? And then that's when the nigga was like, I don't know. I just hope for Valhalla to reinforce my prejudices, but you're right, it doesn't make sense. Like, no one, I mean, it doesn't make fucking sense. Like, is it written in some type of pagan book that niggas will not inherit Valhalla? No, it's not. And to those of you that still worship Odin and the gods of old from your countries, y'all need to go on and prepare a sacrifice for that bountiful harvest. You niggas say y'all worship Odin and all that shit. Odin demanded sacrifices. The gods demanded sacrifices for safe passage. You had to sacrifice a human. They were sacrificing human. That shit was normal. Like, when you talk about sacrificing humans, people think, and this shit was normal. You had people that would jump at the chance to be sacrificed so that they could have safe passage, so that when they traveled the seas, the gods wouldn't be upset and Thor wouldn't beat his hammer over the clouds. You had, they would slaughter the cattle, the goats, all types of shit. You had a human being strung up and he would gladly have his neck split. Like, before they went to war, a sacrifice had to be made. Yeah, you Odin worshiping niggas don't make sacrifices no more. Where is it written that you Odin worshiping niggas do not have to make sacrifices no more? Odin was an OG. Your forefathers made sacrifices. They sacrificed human flesh. Where is it written that you do not have to sacrifice humans no more? Yeah, that's all I want to. I don't know shit about. I don't know. I'm just a nigga asking questions. Yeah, don't tell me I'm not welcome in Valhalla. Nah, I'm Celtic. Yeah, you can't tell me that. I'd be a nigga sitting there drinking ale from curved horns too. Was awarded on a lottery system. Hell was everyone else unless you were a favorite of another god. Yeah, when the Romans came around, they just changed that god over to Pluto, the god of the underworld. Bowler Bear, I thought you ain't fuck with me no more. Nah, Bowler Bear to the front. Bowler Bear, don't even act like you. Nah, don't do it. Bowler Bear, where you at? You cream-colored nigga, you. BG, what part of you currently being slowly sacrificed don't you understand? But to who? Who am I currently being slowly sacrificed to? What God? What is your God's name, if you can tell? BG, when do we get pages 24 and 25 of the book? It's a 21-page book, and most of the content, most of the book is the title. I haven't even started writing the book. That shit is just the title. The title long as fuck. Being a black, the title just long as fuck. Amazon gonna have a field day trying to sell that shit. You can pick it up at Ace Hardware right now though. Tim Pool only lets you talk if you give him tribute. Went full mob boss. That ain't even mob boss. Tim Pool trying to make a living. Tim Pool. So if you know Tim Pool doesn't have a job in the sense that, you know, you feel like he should have a job, and you know that he lives off of the donations, the super chats, the funding from the audience, and other means, man, that's how he get money. That's how these people get money. It's just certain things people do that other people are naturally not going to respect because they were brought up a different way and have a different understanding of how the world works. But we can all agree there's professions that we just don't respect. It's like me with the online thing. Like, I'm really not. I understand why people do it. I'm a man of understanding. That's just not something I personally would do. And you can't get mad at me for having that opinion. In the same way, you understand why a girl on OnlyFans is taking the super chats and the donations from dudes, but you still don't respect her line of work, even though she makes more money than you. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't have to respect any nigga hustling online doing anything and not out here working in the real world. In the same way, you don't respect a chick on OnlyFans showing her feet and making more money than you do in one day than you do in a year. It's the same, but those people are making money. So I understand why you do it. BG, see my comment, please. Okay. You're gonna have nightmare. You're gonna have nightmares with BG singing you to sleep. I don't feel like singing, y'all lucky. I have great feet. Should I give a try? Somebody would probably pay for them feet. For every woman out here with bunions on her foot and thinking she can't make money with her feet, there's a nigga out here that'll gladly pay for the bath water of your washed feet. There's some weird niggas out here. Don't get me wrong, it's some weirdlings out here. They'll pay for that shit. You got grown men out here paying for period panties. Shit hella wild, son. Like if there's a woman in here that could bottle a fart, like if you fart in a mason jar, cap it off and advertise it and say you like Jessica Alba or Holly Berry, it's a nigga out here that'll pay for that. Niggas will pay for that. There's somebody out there right now that'll pay for Chelsea Clinton's fart in the bottle. Like, so there's a wide variety of ways to make money. It's just we don't all respect the types of ways people choose to make money. Weak men buying that, it doesn't matter, they buying it. No woman who's selling the fart in the can is thinking about the weak men buying it. They thinking about the things they can afford in life. They don't give a fuck about the men. Yeah, it doesn't matter what you think. What matters is what happens. And what happens is that fart from Jessica Alba will be sold for $50,000. And these niggas out here today so weird they won't even open it. They'll keep it on a shelf and have it like encased. You got men that pay to be pegged by women. And all types of weird shit. But we don't respect it. It's just certain things, it's just certain occupations we do and don't respect. And that's up to the person. So I don't respect a lot of online niggas doing their thing, whatever they doing, they got going on, and they're not reality based. That's just my prerogative. That's just my mentality. Like supplemental income on the side, like I don't care. Like you got people like I was saying, the automotive content. Jessica Alba sells makeup. Man, people will pay for Whoopi Goldberg fart. Like shit is real. Hey Bowler, how deep is Permy's finger in Owen's moo cookie? Y'all still talking about, oh, Bowler Bear in the building. Bowler Bear, he beans now the lonely man. You'll always be Chinky Bear to me. Nah, that's no turn signal. I called that shit months before it happened too. I stated, Bowler Bear, you too. Bowler Bear, you may not want to admit it right now, but when the zombie apocalypse hit, you're gonna be running with my squad. Yeah, you can continue LARPing as a bear all you fucking want, but at the end of the day, we know where you gonna come when some shit pop off. I called all the fucking bears, all of them. I said, hey, these are the bears that's gonna come with me. I called that shit. And it will come to pass. Not gonna follow that nigga in the zombie apocalypse. Have y'all not seen The Walking Dead, World War Z? Us? What nigga you know is gonna follow another nigga in that type of situation that shoves fingers in his butthole? You think Rick Grimes from The Walking Dead was sitting there shoving fingers in his butthole? Nah, he got shit cracking. He wasn't a dreamer, he was a doer. The world will need doers, not dreamers. Dreamers excite people and titillate people when there's no conflict around. Doers help people in times of need, war, famine, disease, otherwise when shit get real, zombie apocalypse, alien takeover, everything but Armageddon. Ain't no nigga fucking with them angels licking their lips and peeling back them seals and blowing trumpets. Yeah, ain't gonna be a nigga you can follow to help you get out of that shit. But the other shit, yeah, y'all don't fuck me. Grimes was taking $400 donations on camera. You talking about Elon Musk? Elon Musk, baby? I'm rocking with OMBG. Doesn't have to be all Crip blood though. You have to say that. The crypto bears are in here. You have to say that, but I know. Yeah, I know. I know how to read changes in the wind. I know. What's up, word salad? I'd rather have, man, what's up with Trump getting, people's like, Trump's gonna get locked up on Tuesday. What the fuck is, for what? Fuck. Hey, y'all better leave Trump alone. Jupiter 5, I guess you're like the oldest person here now since Watachi done left. You old as fuck too. But Watachi done got the fuck up out of here. Beartaria for life. I'll see you at the festival. Tell Owen I'll see him at the festival. Owen told you guys I'm not funny. He brushed me off like I was a gnat, like I was annoying. He made it seem as if I was caping for Made by Jim Bob and his wife, and that's why the whole thing between me and him started. He painted a picture like I'm weak, like I'm not even worthy of the bears going over to listen to the roast sessions and the shit I said about Amy. He did all these things, and then behind you bear niggas back, he direct messaged me on Instagram and said, yo, you funny. He said, yo, I thought you were being a bitch at first, but like you're really funny. And this is what comedy needs. You're literally what he said. But when people bring me up in his chat, it's just, oh, if you bring up Barricade Garage, you're banned. If you bring up what Barricade Garage said about me, you're banned. How is that a comedian? I claim to be a comedian. I'm not orthodox. I'm not an ortho bro. I'm not a Christian. I'm not a Trinitarian. I'm not none of the things he thinks he has a problem with right now. That I'm none of the things he weaponized the Bears against. None of them. I'm a comedian. I claim to be a comedian just like he claims to be a comedian. So how come he won't play my roast session video on his stream? How come he'll only give you Bears the one-sided story and narrative, painting me in a picture with Jim Bob, telling y'all that I'm this Christian warrior when I'm not? I've never claimed to be a Christian. Telling y'all that I'm a black conservative. I'm not a black conservative. I never claimed to be a black conservative, not once. Not once did I wear a MAGA hat. I am none of these things that he is accusing me of being, and my wife is not fat. But he is a comedian, I am too. So how come we can't get it popping like we comedians? And that one Blue Jay agrees with me. I'm funnier than him. He needs to admit that shit publicly. He admitted it privately. I got the message. So that's just another reason I don't respect Owen Benjamin. Nah, don't say that shit behind your people back. Don't try to come to me and wave the white flag privately. You're a braggadocious person. Humble yourself and admit I'm funnier than you. That's where I'm coming from, Bowler Bear. Yeah, that's where I'm coming from. Oh no, not this again. Yes, this again. R123456D212. Cause Bowler Bear's in the chat. I'm talking to this nigga personally. Fuck you mean, not this again? I'm a fucking comedian. I'm a comedian who took shots at the world's funniest comedian. And his response was to tell his fans that I'm not funny and don't go over there looking at none of my videos about him. And if you bring up my name, if you bring up Barricade Garage in his chat, he's gonna ban you. So he's banning any dissent and any differing opinion. You see how I let the Bears come in here, say whatever the fuck they want to say? Anybody come in here and say what the fuck they want to say. I'm a fucking comedian. If you a heckler, I'm gonna deal with you as such. Oh, but not him. Yeah, not him. He gonna paint me as a Christian, a ortho bro, a Trinitarian, is mad because Jim Bob. He gonna paint me as all types of things, a black conservative, all these things that I'm not, just to paint a narrative about me. So his followers don't come over here and see how much funnier I am than him. Respect, that's what this is, a thing on respect. I am his superior. I do jokes with his style better than he does with his style. My style is more superior than I done roasted him the urban central way, the Prince George's County, Maryland way, the Wisconsin way, the nice way, the non-cussing way. He escalate, I escalate. It's a comedic back and forth. I'm just funnier than him. Nah, it's not this again. This is what I do. I claim to be a comedian. So if a comedian takes shots at me, you think I'm not going to send shots back? I got a street sweeper. I got a street sweeper. He got a little 38. He not fucking with me. You think I'm going to just let somebody take shots at me and not do nothing back? You niggas that think that are the type to get shot with your own gun. Nah, don't put that bullshit standard on me. This what I do. BG is banned from amusement parks. Full auto won't save against a well-aimed shot. Kingpin, if you don't go back to Baltimore on your high horse, the nigga called me a black conservative. Do you think that's a well-aimed shot? All right, I'm hitting all my fucking targets. Damn. Y'all act like y'all don't fucking get it. I'm only here representing myself. Yes. Y'all think it's a lot more organized than it is. I don't give a fuck how organized it is, Bowler Bear. I'm talking to you, man to man. I don't give a fuck what people in the chat saying. Man to man, you know I'm funnier than Owen Benjamin. Man to man, you know if I pulled the shit he pulled by telling y'all not to bring up Owen Benjamin in the chat after I clearly lost the back and forth with him, you know for a fact you would lose respect for me. You know this. You know if I had let Owen Benjamin get away with saying all that bullshit he said about me and just change the subject, y'all would lose respect for me. How do you respect a man like that who claims to be a comedian but yet is intimidated by this nigga over here? Because this nigga has a bigger following. Nah, it's not what, it's the principle. It's just, that's all. That's it. When you let one thing slide, other things start to slide. This is what y'all don't understand. Like, y'all will see people get into it over a honey bun. You be like, damn, all that over a honey bun? Nah, it's not the fucking honey bun. It's the principle. It's the principle. I'm a shark. I smell blood in the water. You know what that means? Other sharks are going to come. Nah, you got to patch that up and move on. That's all I'm saying. Owen did say BG is funny. Owen direct messaged me after the shit. After I sent shots at his father, his mother, him. He said, he was like, yo, you funny, yo. Like, if you don't believe me, go back and watch the Owen Benjamin roast session video. The DM he sent me is right in there. Like, it's no secret. But on his stream, it's a different story. Like, people, I think people try to play me like that because they see anybody can walk into my live chat and say anything. And I like, none of my comments on none of my roast videos are turned off. I don't turn comments off because, and I be reading them shits, but I don't turn them off because it's a good gauge, it's a good meter for how funny you are and the type of comedy that people like. Like, people felt like my Amy Rinke roast session video was too urban. They felt like it was too black. A lot of people felt like the shit was funny. I had one woman, she said, yo, this ain't even mean-spirited. This is just funny. Some people thought it was like, yo, this shit wordplay. The Owen Benjamin roast session video I did, people was like, yes, this is how you roast. Like, it's different styles that I'll play with to achieve an end goal. Like, I'm not just rooted in this one, I'm a world jumper. You seen the movie Jumper. I'm a world jumper. But yeah, that's how I know ain't nobody fucking with me. Bowler Bear played out joke. I didn't even see the joke. I'm just sitting here yapping off with the fucking mouth about things that people don't care about. You think people see two people fighting over a honey bun and think, and just think, oh, that one guy who's fighting over that honey bun sure has a point. Nah, they look at both them niggas like, the fuck are y'all doing? So once again, I understand how people seeing this and just think, what are you doing? Move on. Nah, I'm funnier than that nigga. Yeah, and when you continue to make consecutive posts about me, as a comedian, I will respond, which he isn't doing. He's been on his best behavior. But yeah, you don't have to ban nobody. Why would you ban people that bring me up? Like, what type of shit is that? I thought we were comedians. So you got a comedian complaining about being censored and not allowed to be on Alex Stein show because of what he might say. But yet I'm a comedian, and that comedian complaining about that censorship from that comedian won't let me on his show doesn't want to have a back and forth with me on stage, and will ban anybody who brings me up in his live chat or in his presence. How are you a nightclub comedian doing these things? These are honest questions. I don't know. Maybe this is that cultural difference people be talking about. Nah, people come through my comment section and talk cash shit. They'll talk all the shit in the world. I got one guy in here, he just come through my comment section just to say, stay away from white women. He cool people though. He just want me to stay. He's like, don't do that. All right, I get you, but don't stay away from white. Stay away. I be like, all right, I ain't gonna make no promises though, but I hear you. You know, people just come through and say the wildest shit. Say what they wanna fucking say. I haven't deleted not one fucking comment. I accidentally banned one person. That's about it. I don't even know how I banned them or where that nigga's at now. I don't know how to unban. I haven't deleted shit in the history of this channel. So when I hear another comedian say I'm banning anybody that brings up this comedian or his responses, that shit is foreign to me. Like, you gotta understand that. I don't even give a fuck about it being a cult or I don't give a fuck about the Bears or the Bowler Bear. I don't give a fuck about you. I don't even fucking know you, Bowler Bear. Who the fuck are you? You call yourself Bowler Bear online. I don't know your name. I've never sent you wood. I send people I fuck with wood. For free. I give freely. I don't know you. All I know is the person whose name you bear, no pun intended, online claims to be a comedian. That's who I was talking shit about. I don't give a fuck about the Bears. Have never sent me any wood. Fuck a we four-wheeler. You act like I don't know you're Watachi. With Watachi running free, don't hate on me with one account and then come back in here and try to on another account. Fuck a we four-wheeler. Tighten up. Tighten up. You and that cast iron lunchbox you used to take to school that you had to remove the 10mm fasteners with an Ingersoll Rand impact wrench. Tighten up. You and your Cowboys hat and that half-charged Segway you got. Tighten up. And take a Hoover vacuum and get that Cheeto dust off the back seat of your XJ. I'm hating on you on all channels, and that's why I called you a bitch. Now you see why I called your old bow-legged ass a bitch, don't you? This nigga got on different accounts just to come in here and just say some, I'm gonna hate on you on all my channel. You done made like several videos about me. You act like I'm your son and you disappointed in me. You see how I did this? How I deal with hecklers. Watachi running free, fuck a we four-wheeler. He got like 33 fucking channels. He come in here all the fucking time. He just say some slash shit. He'll put up some slash shit about me on his channel. I don't give a fuck. This shit not I don't know that nigga like that. This shit fun to me. BG is so short, he thought the clothes shoot was for getting to the laundry room. You do get a little bit butt hurt from time to time, BG. I don't get butt hurt. I don't speak that language. What the fuck is butt hurt? That's what y'all say. I get annoyed. Yeah, I get annoyed. I don't know what the fuck butt hurt is. I've never stuck a finger in my butt to know what that's about. I get annoyed at certain people for their behavior. If you ain't online laughing, you have a problem. Online is not real life. But yeah, man, that's all I'm saying about that though. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Man. I got 3 more questions. Illuminati and Trinity confirmed. 3 more questions. He got that male MP gate speed. The trolls love BG out of lust. What is next for the grill? BG. I did some rainbow trout again this morning on low heat cooked over oak wood. And then towards the end of the cook, the last 10 minutes, I raised the temperature up by putting some dried beechwood on there. And that gave it that kind of crispy, but still crispy but not burnt type of appeal. The before taste, main taste, and aftertaste was just delicious. Then I got my own little VA style sauce that I put on it towards the end of the cook. It was good. He be talking about all this grilling, you never see a grill stream. Yeah. When is your next campfire night? I don't know. Yeah, I got that one dude, he come on here every now and then, he just, stay away from white women. I see shit, no the fuck I will not. That's why you hear all the white folk run around talking about there's nothing you can say to us that'll get us offended, unlike blacks when they hear the word nigger. I'm like, shit, all you gotta do to upset a white man, tell him you fuck white women. Tell him you'll fuck his daughter. Oh! Oh! Yeah, and then be like, these are just words, sir. Oh! Oh! Ooh! Sir, calm down, sir. You got the deputy, he come up to, what did you say to get him to act like that? He's never acted like that. Nah, that's what you're supposed to say. That's why I said all that. Nah, you supposed to say the shit that's gonna get here. Oh, you gotta like stay away from white women. That when you say I'm gonna fuck all the white women. Where your daughter at? Yeah, she next. I'm gonna knock her down too. You supposed to say all that shit. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, societal standards go the fuck out the window in a little back and forth like that. BG doesn't care if everyone We don't need each other. Watch, watch Milker Nation for the overview for those asking. Goodness, keep up. For the overview of what? That's a lot of wood. That's what she said too. Oh! Oh! Yo, no lie. Yo, shout out to that one white woman. I believe she was in Florida. She was surrounded by all types of unruly black women. It was a Tamara, a Tasha, a Keisha, a Lucretia, and for some reason a Tiffany. And this and Rebecca was just in the middle of all these angry black chicks. And they were cussing her out, swearing that they would do her harm. And Rebecca looked at these black bitches and said, "Nigga!" She powered up when she said it. And these bitches stumbled back like they had been hit with a Kameo wave from Goku personally. I said, damn. Oh! Oh! CNN came in ASAP. Well, we got the camera crew. What happened here? Rebecca just said the N-word. I said, oh my goodness. She didn't know what else to do. she that shit was like Seto playing his Blue Eyes White Dragon card. Just I don't know what else to do. I gotta merge these 3 Blue Eyes White Dragon. That's an Obelisk Tormentor right there. I said, goodness gracious. That's like giving Pikachu a Thunderstone. I said, good gracious. Hell yeah. I said, see, that's how you do it. That's how you do that, Rebecca. Hell yeah, that'll give your opponent, that'll cause your opponent to stumble back and give you enough time to get off on them. Yeah, you supposed to say that shit. She activated her Kaioken times 20. She got off on him. That shit was funny. Yeah, I'm a nerd. All right, we've established this. Is that video on YouTube? Yeah, it's on YouTube. When it happened, people was like covering. I don't know. It was like on one of those. I don't know if it was a short or. Yeah, she just blasted them with it. Hell yeah, that shit was like a hydro pump from Blastoise, nigga, just up close. Nigga! She held it too. I said, goodness gracious. Rebecca just went the fuck in. Hell yeah. Then they interview her afterward. They said, what happened? Well, they closed in on me. And then what happened? They were gonna beat on me. And then what happened? I called them all niggers. She dropped that shit again. Everybody was like, oh! Oh! Yep, sure did. Gave me enough time to get my thing off on them, and I got the fuck up out of there. I said, hell yeah. This dude has the cap of 5 gay small hats on rollerblades. Hell yeah. 5 gay small hats on rollerblades. Inward smoke screen. Interesting. My girlfriend laughed at Pikachu. Man, you know it's true. Shit get real when you hand that little nigga Pikachu a thunderstorm. Shit get real. Owen Santee is really Owen's mom. Man, Santee just be saying shit it's virtual reality. People just be saying shit to say shit. That's why I said you can come on here and be anything. You could be the biggest, meanest, tallest, baddest motherfucker around. You could be the hardest working nigga or the laziest nigga making the most money. You can be an astronaut. You can come on here and be an astronaut. You can come on here and be a paleontologist. You can come on here and say you worship Freya and Thor and Odin and Balder and Loki and all. You can come on here and just be the most Christian nigga there ever was. You can get people to follow you like you the Messiah and everything. You can be the next Buddha. You can be anything on here. But when you log off and you go back to your family, they know what the fuck you are. They know you ain't nothing but a shitty boy who just piss on the toilet seat and don't know how to flush the toilet when you get off of it. They know you got that Dollar General plunger and that shit do not work. When you leave here from being the baddest person and the meanest, best fighter and the world's best comedian, you go back to your family and they know your shit stink. That's why a lot of y'all was on here on the internet, on the virtual reality world, trying to wake people up. Because people in your real life, they not going to listen to you. Why? Not because you're not telling the truth, but because of how you live your life. You're not somebody worthy of being followed. So y'all come on the internet and portray this image like you're a truther or you're the biggest, baddest person around, or you doing this, you doing that. Not really, man. You can't even convert your own family. You know? It's not the people here in the live chat that you got to work on. It's those immediately around you. It's those in your own house. That's where the true testament, that's where the true testimony of who you actually are will come from. People on here, they don't fucking know you. Y'all don't know me. Y'all don't fucking know me. Yeah. What your wife say about you, that's more important. What does your wife say about, can your wife really behind closed doors attest to the fact that you are a leader of men? And all these other things you portray yourself to be. She sleep with you at night. She know you intimately. Yeah, I don't sleep with not that nigga here. Not that nigga or female here do I sleep with. I don't know you niggas intimately. That reminds me of the time I was hearing, like, when people were really on the flat earth shit, like people still are, but like, yeah, when the flat earth shit, like you could feel it when it was at its heights. Like you would have women like, yo, my husband, he not on this flat earth shit. Like, what do I do? Like, I'm like, look at you, you ain't shit. You on the internet asking another nigga that's not your husband about what to do with your husband. Because you and this internet nigga have the same belief. That internet nigga's not gonna wipe your ass when you get old. He not gonna buy your box of Depends for you. He not gonna take care of your kids you done had with another nigga for you. Yeah, that internet nigga, he not gonna piss on you if you are on fire. That internet nigga you asking that doesn't even fucking know you outside of this virtual reality world. And you asking him advice concerning your husband? The nerve of you bitches. The nerve of, yeah, that internet nigga not gonna build you a deck. He not gonna fix your wash machine. That internet nigga not gonna come to your house and get that bat out of the attic. Yeah, that internet nigga not gonna come over and do them ball joints on your dumbass Nissan Rogue. Yeah. The nerve of you bitches. He just doesn't,
believe that the earth is flat. What do I do, flat earther daddy? Yeah, I was hearing that shit all over the fucking place. Like, are you fucking serious right now? Now I'm gonna talk about you asking some shit like that to me. Don't ever. I am not gonna replace all the women here. I am not gonna replace y'all husbands. I'm gonna talk shit about you and him, but I am not gonna replace the nigga. Yeah, people be getting attacked. Bowler, let's go. Whoop. Let me get back. What the fuck are y'all talking about? That's not her fault. Yeah, man. I stacked wood all weekend, and my wife blew me like TurboVax. That's one good woman. Damn, damn. Yeah, I got two more. I got two more questions. He just doesn't understand that. Main trainer, you say butt hurt. No one is a prophet in their hometown though too. Are you referencing the Messiah? Was he not a prophet from his hometown? So how much more a prophet in their hometown? Huh? That doesn't apply. There's absolutely a category error. Was he not a prophet? All right then. We got ED, Earther Daddy. Bro, you need to start singing some Erykah Badu with that joint on your head. It's a dread cap. Toro Dingo is better than skid steers. Man, get your Faith. Can you put him outside the camp? He is unclean for 7 days. A Toro Dingo is only better than skid steers if you got like a tree service company and you need to get in people's in residential backyards when they had that little dumbass gate. Them people will want all the work done and have the smallest gate, and to take that shit down, you got to do all types of extracurricular work so you can fit your equipment back there. Like, bitch, you couldn't even get a double wide. You just had to get this little fence for a fucking terrier. The Toro did fuck that Toro Dingo. I'd rather get a Bobcat MT100 than a Toro Dingo. That shit kind of big though. I don't know about the portability. I mean about space-wise accessibility. But yeah, that's what I was shooting for. But I ended up going for a mini skid. Yeah, I just said, man, I'm gonna just go ahead and get a mini skid. But I was shooting for one of those. I was shooting for one of those mini track loaders though, but that shit just didn't work out that way. But hell no, if you want to get real work done, you need a track loader. Who is trying to smear Jim Bob? Ain't nobody trying to smear Jim Bob. You can't smear Jim Bob. Niggas don't even really know the nigga. The nigga, he is from Colorado though. Like, he a Colorado nigga. He did hold his Pepsi Cola can that way. And he did have bangs. You know. You know, he did change Owen's boat battery, and he did help build houses. He did build a house, or help build a house. So he redeems himself in a worldly way that doesn't really matter in my eyes. But yeah, man, you know, shout out to Bob. Who gives a fuck? Prices on equipment will get cheaper soon. Builders slowing down, and their contractors will feel it. Yeah, they just gonna be trying to get it all. I've been feeling like that for the past year. Actually, like, I feel like it's been a lot cheaper than like used equipment. That is, I'm not talking about brand new. I don't know. Used equipment is just where it's at for me though. I'm perfectly fine. I'm perfectly fine with getting something used. Like, BG outing himself as pro pedo. Barbara Billingsley, you tune in for all my streams. You was the person a couple videos ago that was telling me not to go to the festival. You think you really my father? You a whole woman out here really thinking you my father. It's cold out, man. That's what I'm. It's pretty cold. It's not cold, but it's chilly. You know, a little bit chilly. BG makes a video about Colorado people. When I was en route to Colorado, I'm gonna watch Red State with my wife. I'm gonna watch Red State on Roku. I don't even know if I don't think I have that, but I got you. I got you, old Don. Chill out. I got you. It's almost garden time. Is all it takes you've got issues? Is all it takes you've got issues to deal with? BG doesn't leave his country. It's 33 degrees here in the mountains. Oh yeah, Illuminati. It's a little bit warmer than that here. I don't know. It's probably like 50. Probably went to jail for pedo stuff. Not a word about the obvious pipe on the crust. You talking to me? Barbara Billingsley, my dick really makes you moist, doesn't it? Barbara Billingsley, you've been on, yeah, you've been hanging off my foreskin for a little bit now, ain't you? Yeah, you love me. You want some Tony Braxton shit. I love me some him. Hey, you come on here every fucking live stream just to tell me what you think about me. You do me like how Helga Pataki did Arnold in Hey Arnold. You fucking, move it, football head, but in your closet is a shrine to me. Yeah, you fucking love me. You just come on here every fucking stream and swing from my nutsack. Yes, I love it. Yeah. You hate when I log out. I haven't went live in like 3 days, and that done made you upset. You couldn't lay eyes on my face. Every time I hit the go live button, here your retarded ass come in acting like you going through withdrawals. She got, he's just a pedophile, and he's also extremely handsome and just chocolatey skin, and I hate him because I really hate him because I go to bear meetups and I wish he would go and see me. I don't like him. Sounds like BG is on a roll today. Hell no, that's Barbara on a roll, rolling over on her belly trying to get my attention. Every time I look at the chat, she got her ass up in the air trying to get my little attention. Barbara Billingsley in my chat like she is sexually frustrated right now. Barbara Billingsley is all up in my chat like she want me to knock the cobwebs off that pussy. Barbara is Coddington on his knees all day. I don't know who the fuck Barbara and this bitch like she a fucking widow that need to get some. Fuck going on with it. I don't know what the fuck that is. I'm just so sorry. I'm just embarrassed. And you know what about Barricade Garage? He's always talking about Owen, and Owen is a godly man. And all of us bears, he can't come to the bed, but I wish he would come and bring all that chocolate and the goodness. He got the skin color of a well-done Golden Corral chicken. It's just so buttery smooth. I try so buttery brown. I look over to the left and see him on my device. That's right, I had to touch myself all night. Ooh. Barbara Billingsley love when I'm on her device. She said my buttery brownness just made her feel some type of way. I just wish he would come knock the dust off this pussy. She want me to beat Paul Bravo 13 that pussy. I don't know who Barbara is, but she in here. She gonna get this work. If they gonna get this work. Nah, and I understand like Bowler Bear and them niggas. Man, don't come over here. You claim you a woman. Don't. Why you coming over here putting the cape on for Owen? Where's your husband? Nah, don't put your cape on for what? Stay. Nah, man, what are you doing? I just wish he would come on over and Bravo Pop B15 this pussy. Just F15 Palliated Woodpecker dies this pussy. I just want him to come on over and just show me what he's got and all this buttery brownness goodness. Oh. Beartaria, do you need a passport to go there? No, I'm ready to talk about like I got 2 more questions left. This is adult stuff. Get your kids out of here. Yeah, get y'all kids. Y'all kids shouldn't even be in here. I got Barbara Billingsley swinging from my nutsack. Fuck are your kids doing? They don't witness this. I'm what Barbara Billingsley want her husband to be. It should just be more like Barricade Garage, and I hate him for it. She hates me because she wants her husband to be more like me, and that is causing conflicting feelings within herself, and she feels she has no choice but to lash out against me. Nah, they go above and beyond just your loyalty to Bertari, and nah, there's some other shit going on with you. Barbara Butterfinger, Screen Smoke, Garage. Yeah, I got one more question left. Happy Sunday. Yeah, what's up? Double Sunday is in reference to Raditz, who's Goku's brother's finishing move. Remember when someone sent their grandma a link to BG live stream? Yeah, I had like a lot of grandmas in. It's grandmas in here, but it was like a clan of grandmas in here for no reason. And every time I log off, I get an email from somebody, grandma, my nephew sent me a link to your video, and you a handsome young man, and I just don't understand why you use that language you use. Like that, like, yo, you can't. Like they politely disrespect you. Like grandmas will politely disrespect you, and you have trouble, like you just like, you yeah. And they'll politely try to tell you how to make your content more to their liking. No, I don't like that. They'll flatter you. You too handsome to be using that language you use on your live streams, young man. Or you remind them of somebody. I got a godson that reminds me of you, and both of you are handsome, and I just don't know why you have to talk about people like that. You are extremely attractive. You have nice cheekbones. Grandmas just know this shit. Like grandma, you be like, damn, granny, grandma, you got nice cheekbones and look like you got good genes and to give strong offspring. I just don't know why you gotta use your words like that. You like, damn. who am I giving these strong offspring to? You got real nice manly shoulders there, young man, but the way you continue to cuss is just makes you unappealing in my like, damn, granny, damn. That's Barbara Billingsley. Just as old as she wants. It's all these old women, just a bunch of old women. Barbara Billingsley about to fall the fuck out any fucking minute. Barbara Billingsley kneecap just about to she about to roll her ankle any fucking minute, but yet she is on the line trying to get my attention. Skewed young man. Young man. Her husband somewhere needing some chicken noodle soup. And she is banging away at the keyboard trying to get my attention. Oh, this soup! Hold on. I'm talking to Barricade Garage. He's attractive. Wait a minute. Young man. You like, nah. She speaks jive. No. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, I'm about to get the hell up out of here. What's wrong with a straight man doing OnlyFans? Man, listen. People choose to make money the way they choose to make money. I don't give a fuck how you do it. Because I'm not about to put the cape on and try to save people from the evil and injustice in the world. That is not my role. It's just certain things I respect and certain things I don't respect. It's the principle of the matter. It's not how much money you make, how many views you get. A lot of people like to brag about views. It's a whole lot of underage girl out here on that OnlyFans shit getting views too. What's views got to do with it? People not even true to themselves. People stray further and further away from what they know to be true in their moral compass, which is usually, I'm not going to do that for nobody. A certain amount of money comes on the table, and then they're like, just this one time. 3 months later, they still doing it, but they rolling around in the cash, so now they justify it. Now it's become a thing. Before long, it's just socially acceptable. And then before long, it just becomes a full-fledged occupation. And people just like, oh yeah, meet my daughter. She's a sex worker. And everybody's like, oh, cool. You know? And then before long, they just teaching this shit in school. They just like, yeah, if you a sex worker, you know what I mean? You know? Like one kid's parents gonna be up there like, yeah, my dad a firefighter. He gonna make a presentation before the class. Another kid's parent gonna come up there is like, yeah, I'm a social worker. And then she gonna spit her shit. Then you gonna have another kid parent come up there and be like, oh yeah, I got feet pictures on OnlyFans. And then niggas gonna be like, yo, who mom is that? Whose mom is this? You know? Hell yeah. Barbara Billingsley, you still in here? Barbara Billingsley mad at me for not really having an OnlyFans. He told me he had an OnlyFans, but I don't see it. I don't see it. He's a liar. I looked. I wanted to see him in all his buttery brown glory. I was fooled, and it won't happen again, Barricade Garage. I desire you above my husband. And I hate you for it. But I love you. Like that. Be like, damn, these. If I ever see him in public, I'ma jump on him. Yeah, I got one more question. Colorado native here. That's what's up. Shout out to people from Colorado. I think I'm gonna just go ahead and make clip. I think I'm gonna clip that Darth Vader bit. Yeah, I'm gonna just make clips for a little bit. OnlyFans isn't just sexual content, but the content get the. Yeah, people be on OnlyFans like doing yard work. Like people, it's not just sexual content. People go in there and read books and shit. Fucking. OnlyFans didn't start out for that purpose of what you think OnlyFans is. It became that. Like OnlyFans started out with like good intentions, like all shit does. And then it just kind of morphed into that. That's where the money came from. And they just followed the money. It was like bitches coming on there like, all right, well, I'm 18 now. I'm about to woo, 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 woo. Next thing you know, feet pictures is going up. And they're getting all the clicks and all the money. And they getting half. It's the whole thing. It just turns into it. And then it became farts in a jar. People pay for it. People. Let January Jones fart in a jar and put it out on eBay. Fockawee four-wheelers and all types of people gonna come out the woodwork trying to buy that. Yeah, January Jones just farted in a mason jar. And now it's up on eBay for sale. You know, I was going for $35,000. I placed my bid. You know, there's this guy named Flockley Four-Wheeler who was with Tati running. He also wanted it. You know. People was running around talking about Ben Shapiro's sister. Like, yo, you seen Ben Shapiro's sister? That's her with her titties out. Like, this where men's minds is at today. Yeah, that's absolutely not my sister. You know, people just look. Belinda. I am Ustritz, son of Ustritz, Earl of Bebenberg. I am Earl of Bebenberg. Whatever that was agreed with me about Barbara Billingsley. No one is off limits for BG, even children. Bro, all that shit you was talking about, Chelsea Clinton and Hillary, they children. I'm somebody's children. You talking shit about me? Watachi running free. You done made like 4 videos calling me retarded, saying I'm stupid, saying I do gay things for tractors. You done slander me in all types of ways. I'm somebody's child. How come you don't apply your same standard when it comes to me? But that standard is applied for me when it comes to other people. Nah, don't do that. Don't hide behind somebody talking about kids, nigga. Everybody's somebody's kid. Fuck them kids. Yeah, I'll talk shit about you. Personally, directly, individually, non-grouply. I won't even bring yogurt into the equation or trail mix. Nigga, just you and only you. You sitting there talking shit, banging on the keyboard with a mouthful of Tums, chewing on Rolaids. That shit done built up on the corner of your lips. And you got the nerve to sit up there. He goes after people, kids. Fuck them kids. And fuck them Tums in your back pocket too. This is when Schizo Radio makes a video. Oh, Barricade Garage! Let's see what Barricade Garage is doing today. Click. Oh, Barricade Garage is extremely aggressive. I'm Schizo Radio. Schizo Radio, you in here? Let's see what Barricade Garage is going to do. Oh, Barricade Garage. He sounds angry. Nah, I'm just a nightclub comedian. I'm just a noble savage. Barbara Billingsley, don't criticize me for my brand of humor. I'm just a noble savage. I'm a nightclub comedian, Barbara. Schizo Radio, you ain't here. Schizo Radio sound like a Northwest mosquito. Making videos about me and shit. He sound like well-fed soldier fly larvae. Barricade Garage, let's see what he left to do. Oh, guess who I am? I'm Barricade Garage. Trying to do an impression of me. That shit gotta be funny, Schizo Radio. Ooh, Barricade Garage doesn't think I'm funny. Hey, Barricade Garage. Ooh, he said I sound like Buffalo. You can't be noble if you scam people into buying land for you, or can you? Man, fuck the people that helped them buy. Y'all feel bad for them niggas. Fuck them. Cause they on here right now swinging from my nutsack. Barbara Billingsley. I don't give a fuck about fuck all that. I'm gonna put the cape on for the people. He scammed people. I don't give a fuck about the people he scammed. Fuck them. Fuck all of them. Fuck the whole Barataria. Barbara Billingsley. Barbara Billingsley, stop playing with yourself watching my videos too. Your old ass. Go somewhere and make oatmeal for your grandkids.